What is going on, YouTube? So come back today, wanted to elaborate off a video I made a couple weeks ago talking about the fact that the Brooklyn Nets, in my mind, were going to be the worst team in the NBA this year. And, you know, I mentioned Jeremy Lin and his new situation, how he's going to be part of the starting five this year. And I wanted to do a video about talking about something a little bit different, how Jeremy Lin might actually be able to succeed with the Brooklyn Nets this year. So Lin had a good season last year. You know, statistically probably wasn't one of his best, but, you know, he competed for Sixth Man of the Year. He was back on a playoff team. It was a good situation for him. You know, Jeremy Lin's never really had like a not really a statistically bad year in the last, well, really ever since he left New York. Like, he's been a pretty consistent, at least serviceable point guard in the NBA. I still don't think he's a great starting point guard. But again, a lot of what it takes is just the right situation. One thing that I think is going to definitely help him out in Brooklyn is the fact that this team actually does have a decent amount of, I'd say, underrated scorers. I mentioned this a million times because I really think Caris LeVert's going to be a very good shooter in the NBA. I think that'd be a nice little spacing at backcourt or in the backcourt now. I don't think that Lin's going to be starting, but either way, and then he has a really good big down low that's a very good big at scoring on the offensive end of the floor, one of the better back to the basket scorers in the NBA. Granted, he's had a decent big pretty much everywhere he's been since Houston. I mean, while Dwight Howard was on a decline, he was still good. And then, who did he have with the Lakers back last year? Not really anyone good then, I don't think. But even with the Charlotte Hornets, still had Al Jefferson. So, you know, this might be the best, at least the most consistent big that he's had. And that could be a big thing. And the other thing I wanted to mention that I mention over and over and over again, beside the base system, people just think he fits better in the Brooklyn Nets system than he did with the Charlotte Hornets. But, you know, the Hornets, Kemba Walker and Jeremy Lin are two a little bit different point guards. But, again, this is going to be Lin's team with the Nets. The main thing I'm talking about here, though, is just expectations. I think out of all the situations he's been in, you're playing with the Lakers, whether you're good or bad, you're still going to have expectations. It comes with the role of being with the Lakers. And then Rockets, first year he was expected to do big things as the point guard there, started all 82 games. His second year, they only started 33 games. And even with the Hornets, he was still on a playoff team, on a team where he was expected to do big things, or at least decent things as a rotational player. This year, like I said, even if you don't think the Nets are going to be the worst team in the NBA, most power rankings have them bottom three still. Pretty much all of them do. You know, the Nets aren't expected to really do anything this year. This could be a nice little, like, reignition. I wouldn't say reignition, but maybe a reignition for Jeremy Lin's career. He's signed a three-year, $36 million deal. He'll be 30 by the end of that contract, and we'll see where he is. Again, very intriguing situation to think about. It's been one that's been pretty highly talked about on YouTube, and it's one that I just wanted to kind of pitch my own opinion on, because I feel like I kind of shit on the Brooklyn Nets in a way, just by my last video talking about them. Again, not trying to hate on the Brooklyn Nets or their fans or anything like that. That was just my honest opinion on it. But like I said, I say this a million times about every single time I say a team's going to be the worst, most improved, best, or whatever. You never know until the season starts. Obviously, my opinion doesn't mean it's going to make it right or wrong, but something to keep in mind. Anyway, that's pretty much it. See ya.